Okay, Gun Collector 007 here with something totally new for my channel, but I just want to give you a little information about a microdiscectomy. And if you guys have been following my channel, you know that for the last 6 months I've been, really racked with tremendous pain. And a little over a week ago, about 8 days ago, I did have surgery and I had a microdiscectomy. It's one of the reasons why my throat is so scratchy. I did have a tube going down there, a breathing tube, so I'm still a little scratchy. So, but one of the big things, first off, what is a microdiscectomy? A microdiscectomy is basically like this drawing right here. It's when a piece of your spine, the gelatinous material inside your spine sticks out and protrudes against a nerve. In my case, this was protruding exactly onto my sciatic nerve. And when I tell you the pain was unbearable, it was unbearable. I've done a lot of things in my life that has caused pain. I've all kinds of crazy things. I was a boxer years ago. Getting hit in the face 50 times is better than having a herniated disc and sciatica, I'll tell you. So this was done, and basically when they do this, you go under anesthesia. It's a quick 45-minute surgery, and they just go in there with these special tools, and they just get rid of this little piece that's pushing on this sciatic nerve. And literally the same day when you leave the hospital, you feel about 95% better. But what I really want to talk to you about is the recovery tips, because I messed up a little bit myself and I don't want anyone to make the same problem. So recovery tip number one is listen to your doctor. And that's something that, I don't know, I've always had a hard time doing my whole life. I don't know why I don't really listen to the doctors, but when they say don't bend and twist, don't bend and twist, because you could re-herniate the disc. So that means while this is healing, because that's sutured up, and this wasn't a fusion. This is just again the little piece of the disc was removed and then it's sutured up. But if you start doing crazy things and lifting more than 10 pounds, or driving, which is what I did when I shouldn't have done, and I have a slinky type of sports car, so I had to really slide into it. When you do that, you could really mess things up, and again, you could re-herniate the disc, and you could go through that all over again. So when they say rest anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, you really have to do that. The next tip is, if you get pain pills, and most of the time they're going to give you pain pills, take the pain pills. So if you're like me and a lot of people worry about taking narcotic pain pills, and they get worried about being addicted to them. But the thing is, if you're in pain, your body is inflamed, and if you're inflamed, you're not going to heal. And if you don't heal, then the whole thing was for nothing. So take the pills. If they're every 4 hours, take them 4 hours. Don't do what I did. I tried to go every 8 hours, and then by the time I got to 8 hours, I was in such severe pain that the pill didn't do anything. So that's the next thing. So take the medication as prescribed. Don't lift more than 10 pounds. Do not drive. You might think that everything is fine, but your reflexes are not good for several weeks after the surgery. And if you have to whip your head to the left or to the right or make a sudden movement, you might not be able to do it. And again, you'll mess things up, or you could cause an accident and hurt yourself or someone else. The other thing is you got to keep the area clean. So keep it bandaged, because you want to prevent infection. If you get an infection in that area, and I believe it's only 6 to 8 stitches, so it's not a big incision they make, maybe an inch or so. But if you get an infection, you are up the creek, because when they cut down, they're cutting down through your muscle right down to your spine. So there's multiple layers that have to heal, and it has to heal from the inside out. So keep that area clean. You don't have to use anything special, just regular soap and water, lukewarm water. Keep it clean and keep it protected, and bandages. And finally, ice and heat are your best friend. Go on Amazon and buy some ice packs and some heat packs. They have some that you throw in the microwave and others that you throw right in your freezer. And the ice is an anti-inflammatory, and the heat is just to actually make you feel better. So rotate with the ice and the heat. But more importantly, your doctor will probably give you a whole page of things to do. So I'm not a doctor whatsoever. This is just some tips from me. But the big thing is, don't overdo it right away. If you overdo it, you're going to mess things up, and you went through all that pain and all that rigmarole for totally nothing. So, all right, so this is just some microdiscectomy recovery tips. Again, I'm feeling, I would say, about 75% better after about 8 days. I'm told that the sciatic nerve was, in most people, and definitely with me, was so inflamed by having, you know, this little piece of disc sticking against it for up to 6 months, that it's going to take a while for that to get, you know, back to normal again. So sometimes I'm fine, and then other times I'll find the shooting pain going all the way down to my ankle with pins and needles and numbness, and it's not fun whatsoever. So that's it. So go and collect the 007 here with just some random tips about microdiscectomy. All right, so if any of you guys are suffering out there, I highly recommend this surgery. It works for up to 90% of people who have it done, get very good results from it. So, and I think the other 10% are people who don't follow directions from their doctor. So, you know, if you're in pain, there's no reason to live in agony, and that's it. All right, so thanks very much for watching. Take care, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.